Good morning, kind, caring Eastwood scholars and Eastwood staff. Please demonstrate 5 at this time. Thank you for using self-control and demonstrating 5. I am Dr. Henry, and it is always a beautiful day in the Eastwood neighborhood with our beautiful Eastwood scholars. I have a very special adult guest with us today. Please introduce yourself.
Morning, Dr. Henry. I'm Mr. Krebsbach. I'm a 5th grade teacher at Eastwood Elementary.
Thank you, Mr. Krebsbach, for being here. And I love the way Mr. Krebsbach looked at me and smiled. And that's what I see a lot in the mornings now, too, Mr. Krebsbach. Students look at the adults and smile and say good morning. And that is an expectation. How do you feel about that when students come into the school and are welcoming to you as well?
It makes me feel good. I feel calm and I feel safe here. And I appreciate that the kids address me as Mr. Krebsbach, and they do look me in the eye, and it makes me feel good and gets my day started nicely.
Well, and that makes me think about the word self-control. That is our word of the month. But self-control begins now and goes on forever in our life. And for students, for scholars here at Eastwood, the adults at our school, all young scholars need to honor the adults and follow the authority of the adults. So how do you make that happen? What are your expectations, Mr. Krebsbach?
We talk about when an adult gives a direction, the student needs to follow and do what they're asked to do in a timely manner. Everybody does everything, and then we do that to be safe, and we want everyone to be safe and have fun here, but that means everybody needs to do everything.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So self-control is not easy, is it?
No, it's not, and it means putting your book down when somebody asks you to, putting your pencils away. Just the little things add up, and everybody needs to do everything in a timely fashion when they're asked to do it.
Okay, and why should they do that? Why should they be listening to authority, to the adults?
So that they're ready for the next set of directions and we can continue to learn and we don't have to continue to classroom manage. If everybody does everything, we can move on and get more curriculum and more content in.
Okay, and I also like to think about us growing our brain. The more we listen, the more we use self-control, which actually takes a muscle brain. You need a lot of muscle in your brain to have self-control. Then the smarter you get. You might not be there yet, but you can get there with getting smarter and growing more self-control. That's so important. And you look at where you are now, Mr. Krebsbach. I mean, you are a teacher. You've got a lot of education. It wasn't easy for you to get where you are now. Can you tell us about how your journey was getting to this spot?
I had to focus. School wasn't always easy for me, but I had to learn to time manage, self-control, and read and make sure I was doing what was asked by my teachers and being prepared. Just it's self-control,
yes.
Not watching TV or doing things that I wanted to, but I had to study and focus.
And I would say the same thing for me too. School wasn't always easy, but I worked hard, and I knew that I wanted to be I really wanted to be a medical doctor and do surgery, but I ended up being a doctor of education.
We're lucky to have you.
Yes, well, I'm lucky to have you here too. So we have a great school, and we love seeing our scholars each day. Now, one other announcement we have to say about is that the sock hop, right?
Sock hop next Thursday.
Okay, so it's in just like 6 days. It's 6 days away, not very long.
Right.
And I'm excited about that. And at the sock hop too, we have to keep self-control. Wherever we are, we have a lot of self-control. Okay?
Should we do our pledge?
I think so.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Self-control. Hands over the hearts.
I am a proud Eastwood Eagle. I demonstrate self-control. I have integrity. I feel empathy and show compassion. I am an upstander. I work and play by the rules. I am respectful. I persevere. I choose to do and be my best. I pledge to see the best in others. Effort makes the difference. Here we go. Picture my greatness. Picture your greatness. Picture our greatness. And now it is time to get to work.